your thumb print, the thumb, what do they call it? The thumbprint, the thumbnail, or whatever. Let me make sure I got that correctly for you guys before I get going with your reading. But this is a Neptune retrograde reading for my Gemini massive. What's up with everybody? I hope all is well with you, Jimmy. I missed you guys while I was away. But I'm back, ready to talk shit and kick it with you, chop it up with you, see what's going on with you. So Neptune retrograde right now is in your 10th house. So this is an interesting place for you, for Neptune. Neptune is the planet of creativity, okay? It's the creative imagination. This is the planet of your highest spiritual self. It's the planet of your psychic abilities as well, your psychic and intuitive abilities. And you being an air sign, you really get to play with this in the area of your career. Because your creative abilities when Neptune is in retrograde in this house are really heightened and enhanced right now. So, maybe there is something that you may have wanted to do where you can tap into your creative energies. Well, this is the time for you to really tap into that creative energy. This is a really dope energy for you in your 10th house, in the house of career. Now, when we're talking about the 10th house, we are talking about your career aspirations, your professional achievements, professional endeavors. We're also talking about your reputation. Not only your professional reputation, but, just your reputation as far as how people see you and who they know you as. This is a great time for you if you're not happy with how you, and it's also about how you see yourself, okay? If you're not too happy with how you see yourself or the reputation that you have put out there, this is a good time for you to recreate yourself, okay? This is also a great time for you to recreate yourself in a professional career as well. Again, this is a great time for you to tap into intuitive energies. Like if you have a lot of air in your chart, you may be coming from a place of logic, reasoning, facts. Well, the beautiful thing about Neptune being in your 10th house is you get to play with creative, intuitive energy. So make sure you tap into that and, play with it. See how you like it. See how you enjoy it. Some people have a lot of air in their chart, and some people, don't have as much. So if you're a Gemini who has a lot of air, this is a great opportunity for you to play with that in your career. Okay, some of you may be in a job where you're just not happy with it. You're bored with it. You're totally bored with it, right? Take some time and think about what it is that how you would want to express yourself in your work environment. What you would find interesting, right? Maybe sit down and just think for a minute, meditate, whatever you want to do, but just zone out for a minute and think about how you could creatively express yourself in reference to career endeavors. Maybe you want to go to school for something. Maybe you want to tap into art or music, right? That's the creative side with Neptunian energy. Art, music, fashion, something where you let your imagination soar. Creating movies, videos, maybe going, if nothing more than just maybe going to the movies. Some of you may want to, maybe you considering a career in the movie industry. All right, whether you're on screen or whether you work behind the scenes in wardrobe, doing something creative like that, or doing makeup. Maybe some of you are interested in, it could be something as simple as, okay, maybe I want to upgrade my look. Maybe I want to wear a little bit more makeup, or maybe I want to change my hair up, or, I want to, dress a certain way at work, anything, right? And it doesn't have to be for work. Maybe you just want to change things up and just be more creative in reference to how you see yourself, because the 10th house is how you see yourself as well, your reputation with yourself, all right? So this is a great way to recreate yourself if you're interested in doing that. But let's see what type of energies you might be dealing with between now and December, because Neptune is going to be in retrograde between now and then in reference to your 10th house. So we got the 10 of Cups. Okay, so happiness, okay, wish fulfillment, getting what you desire, okay? Maybe you meet somebody at work. Who knows? Let's see. We got the Lover's energy here, so yeah, there's definitely a choice and a decision you're going to have to make as far as what way you want to go and how you want to do things. This could just be different ideas coming towards you in reference to, what you want to play on and what you want to do. The challenge here is getting grounded in what it is that you want. So you could be in your head a lot about it, Um, you have to put it, you go into your imagination, tap into it, get whatever it is that you need to get, write it down, right? With the Gemini energy, definitely write it down, document things, right? And then that way you can put a solid plan in place and you'll be able to, use that to make some money, okay? So make a decision on what you want to do. The challenge is you have to stick with that decision though. Gemini energy, you have so many interests that you'll be interested in something one week and then you'll get into it and then the next thing you know something else will come up and that'll take your interest and then you're not doing this anymore. My Gemini placement is like that. I understand it very well. I have a very short attention span when it comes to certain things based on where my Gemini is placed. So I have to remember, there are certain projects and tasks that I want to start. My Gemini get to going and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, and I get into it for a couple weeks and then I'm like, something else grabs my attention and I'm like a jack of all trade, master of none type of energy. So I understand that energy. So, but what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to find something that you like, maybe one or two things only, right? And just focus on those two things. Or if you have two things that you're just debating on, just focus on the one and put all your energy and practical planning in place for it. Then we got the Queen of Swords energy here in reverse. This is what your ancestors want you to keep in mind. Make sure that, this is, okay, this is Libra energy, right? Libras, make sure things are balanced, okay? Um, I feel like you should come out of your logical mind if you can, right? The universe is saying don't look at it the way you normally look at it with your logical mind, with your thoughts. Try to see what it feels like. um, I'm trying to see if I can direct you in the best way. Instead of thinking about it, what does it feel like when you think about it, what do you feel? Do you feel excitement? Do you feel aggravation? Do you feel depressed? Do you try to think about the feeling behind it instead of the thought process involved and try to tap into that feeling, you know? That could be a good exercise for you to figure out as far as in your work, your career endeavors, what it is that you want to do, right? Or recreating yourself, how you want to do that. What you need to move forward with and focus on is the Seven of Cup energy in reverse. It's eventually going to come to you. And again, this is all about, that jack of all trade, master of none energy where you got all these options. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this too, and I want to do that too. You got to make a decision. This is why this came out in reverse. You have to figure out, like I said, maybe it's just two of the set, like say all of these seven cups represent options that you have and things that you're interested in as far as career endeavors, professional achievements, things like that, things that you might be good at, that you might be interested in. You may be even more so interested in the spiritual realm and things spiritually and intuitively now more so than you have before. And this placement is really helping you to tap into that energy. So take advantage of it. If it's something new and it feels new to you, and the energy just feels different and you're looking at and you're feeling things differently, take advantage of that. All right? So decide on one or two things and then put a plan in place. Now with the Knight of Wands here, this is again, you got to be careful not to get too involved in too many things because it'll be short-lived. You'll jump into something, you won't really, you'll jump into it gung-ho and then after a while you'll get bored with it. This is that Sagittarius energy. It's like you jump into something real quick, you don't plan ahead, you just jump and go. That's what that Knight of Wands energy does. And then, what happens is, because this is your challenge, putting something in place, being practical, putting a plan in place, one step at a time. If you don't do that, you're just it's gonna be short-lived. It's gonna be quick and then it's gonna be over, right? And so the universe wants you to keep in mind that this is an opportune time for you to take that creative energy and then write things down, document it, put something in place. I feel like I'm talking to Aries. I was just talking to Aries about this. It's similar for you all in reference to, tapping into that intuitive energy. Make sure you listen to your dreams, pay attention to your dreams. Write down whatever it is that you remember about your dream. It don't matter what you remember. If you remember, oh, I'm hot. All I remember was being hot. Or all I remember was this big ass bullet, laying on the table. Whatever it is. Just write it down, right? And then what you do is from the beginning of the new moon to the next new moon, you compile everything you wrote down and just take that energy and meditate on it and see what you come up with. But a lot of you are at a point now where you may want to change careers, you may want to do something different, and your intuitive abilities are going to be more enhanced now than ever before. So definitely take advantage of that. All right, let's take a look at these top 5 cards. So we got the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles energy in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the King of Cup energy in reverse. So some of you may be considering going into a partnership with someone, maybe starting a business with someone. I do see that as well. It could be a family business, family-related business, family-oriented business. Maybe you have a family member who has some creative energy and they're helping you to tap into it and you guys do something together. Okay, this person could be the one who finances it or funds it, right? With the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles energy in reverse, I do feel like, you do need to be careful with your spending. And I do have the King of Cups here too, so this is definitely other people's money here. So for some of you, you could be considering taking out a business loan, okay? But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put a business plan in place. This is where the Queen of Pentacles comes in. Again, I feel like I'm talking to Aries. Check out the Aries reading too if this vibes with you, all right? But you want to be careful, especially if you're investing in family and a business venture with family. Don't just throw the money out there. Make sure you can see where things are going. Make sure that they have a plan in place because they may be coming to you to invest. Maybe that is the way that you participate in a creative venture, is by investing financially. But just make sure you understand what's going on, understand the process, is what I'm getting to. All right, for some of you, this could be a lover that you might be, investing in some things with, going into business with. Some of you could be your child's mother or your child's father. Maybe you guys are doing something for the children. Okay, I'm trying to start some type of business venture to leave a legacy, which is super dope. But yeah, I feel like there's going to be issues with money. For some of you, your boss may be, the issue. Your boss could be holding you back from being as creative as you want. And now it depends on where you work. Now, if you work someplace where you're like in a financial institution, I mean, there's only so much creativity you'll be able to use. So maybe if you work in that type of environment, but you're interested in opening up your creative juices or letting them flow a little bit more, maybe, volunteer at a paint and sip situation. Or maybe you have one. Maybe you get you some canvas. And I mean, there's so many things you can try to do to tap into your creative energy. You can volunteer at an event where there's creative stuff going on. What you can really do is tap into your children, their energy, see what's going on with them, or do some type of family event as well. Maybe a family reunion or your family, you get together with your family and you guys come up with something creative to do or to invest in or to participate in. That would be something that could help you as well. But the energy that I'm getting here is that, there's a lot of creative energy for you to play with in reference to your career, your professional achievement, especially if you're looking to do something new. You're looking to participate in something that is going to allow you to use your creativity energy. Maybe, like I said, you're in an environment where it's more conservative, and that energy is calling for you, and you want to be able to make money from it. So, some of you, like I said, you might be tapping more so into the spirit world and the intuitive world. Maybe you're watching, it could be like you watching more tarot readings, or maybe you decide, okay, let me go buy a deck of cards, or, let me learn do a candle magic so that I can, manifest some money. You may be interested in things like that, but it's going to be to enhance you, to enhance your career, your financial opportunities, and, your reputation overall. All right. So I don't want to make this too long or get too, deep because it could go so many different ways for you guys. But this is some of the things you might be thinking about, especially in your career. Okay. Think about different types of careers that you might be interested in where you do something that's creative. And, maybe tap into those things. Maybe see if you can volunteer at a playhouse, something like that. Maybe you're considering acting or, taking an acting class, or you may have like a little improv studio in your town. And maybe you want to go and sit in on an improv class and, they just get you up on stage and tell you, okay, here's the scene. this is what you want to try to act like, go ahead and do it. Pretend that you're upset, you're sad, and this and that, you know what I mean? And you tap in to whatever energy you need and you act that out. Like, that's a beautiful way to get your creative energy out as well. Just some ideas. But this is a really ripe time for you, so please take advantage of that energy. All right? And that's what I got for you, Gemini. I love you guys. I love to call you Jimmy. You my peoples. And thank you so much for checking out the video. And if you need a personal, my information's in the box below. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Later.